Welcome to Math Class. Today we're going to talk about Ms. Wachowiak's general policies and procedures. All homework is due by the due date and workday assignments must be complete before the next class. Be on time. If you miss class and use a playback feature, you must view the playback before you return to class. Absolutely no cheating. Books are not to be used during tests unless otherwise directed. Do not turn in work that's not your own. Never ever be disrespectful to each other or to the teacher. During class time, you must participate fully in class. It's not enough to just log on. Our class meets every day of the week at your scheduled time. Each class will be 50 minutes long, which will give you time to log out and into your next class. I'm available Mondays through Thursdays from 12:30 to 1 p.m. for open tutoring. The link for my open tutoring is sent to you every day via chat at the end of class. Open Math Tutoring is intended to help you with concepts that you're not understanding. It's not intended to do all your homework problems for you, nor will that be permitted. You are never allowed to go to Open Math Tutoring for help on a test or quiz. Once you open a test or quiz and look at it, you may not go to Open Tutoring until you've submitted the assignment and received your score. If you're caught cheating on a quiz or exam in Open Tutoring, you will receive a 0 on that quiz or exam. Homework. All assignments must be turned in by the due date and the time I state. If an assignment is turned in late, it will receive a grade of 0. 1 minute late is late. The same policy goes for exams. If you run into a problem when submitting a homework or a quiz or exam, you must email me at least 30 minutes before the assignment is due. If you wait until the last minute, I'll be unable to help you and you will receive a 0 on the assignment. All homework assignments given will be posted in Schoology by the end of class the day the homework is assigned. Grading is based on the following scale. A 90 through 100% is an A, an 80 to 89% is a B, a 70 to 79% is a C, a 60 to 69% is a D, and anything under 59% is an F. You'll be graded on a combination of items including tests and quizzes, individual homework assignments, participation, and special assignments. If your grade falls below 75% at the midpoint of each grading period, I must contact home. So make sure you check your grades in your gradebook weekly. Also, your parents are responsible for checking your gradebooks weekly. A failing grade should never be a surprise. Participation is based on the discretion of me. Points are earned for participating when you volunteer, sending answers via chat, and participating in breakout rooms. Failure to participate in any of those ways can result in being marked absent, which we'll talk about more when we talk about attendance. Now, you can lose points from your participation grade if you step out of class without asking my permission first, if you fail to respond when called upon during class, if you fail to respond to surveys, polls, emoticons, etc. that I asked for during class, or if you leave class before I dismiss you. So you can receive a warning, or you will receive a warning the first time you disobey one of these rules. You'll lose 2 points the second time and 3 points for each occurrence thereafter. Absences. If you're absent, you'll receive 1 additional class to return in your homework assignment. This is your responsibility. All assignments will be posted in Schoology daily. Make sure you look there and also play back the missed class before coming to the next class. If you're absent, it's your responsibility to watch the playback of the missed class before returning to the next class. It's also your responsibility to remind me to extend your deadline immediately upon returning to class. Assignments will not be reopened for an absence that occurred more than 1 week ago. If you're going to miss class, you must notify me through email and notify your instructional supervisor prior to the start of class. You must also email attendance@pacyber.org. Remember, I'm only responsible for marking if you're present, absent, tardy, or if you left early. The attendance coordinator makes all decisions regarding attendance. Now, a student will be marked absent if they fail to respond to the teacher verbally or via note after 3 attempts by the teacher. So if I send you 3 notes and you ignore them, you'll be marked absent. A student can be marked absent for failure to change emoticons or answer poll questions or text notes during class. So if I ask for everyone to put up a check mark 3 different times during class and you fail to do it any of those times, you will be marked absent. Failure to respond would indicate that the student is not actively engaged in the class and very well not even there. Now here is the school's missed class policy. If you miss 7 days of school, you'll receive an email. If you miss 12 classes, you'll receive another email. 17 absences, you'll receive an email that will arrange a meeting with your academy leader to discuss your excessive absences. If you have 20 absences in class, you'll have another meeting and another email where the discussion will happen as to whether or not the virtual classroom is the best place for you. Now, it's always a good idea to replay a lesson if you aren't understanding a concept. Replaying the lesson is like me teaching the class to you all over again. Okay, so if you miss the class, certainly you're going to want to watch the playback. However, if you forget something that we talked about, you may want to watch the playback again. How to contact me. The best way to contact me is through email. My email address is allison.wilkowiak@pacyber.org. You must include the following information and email me from your school account. Okay, so don't email me from a Gmail account or a Yahoo account. Email me from your school account. So include your first and last name, your student ID number, which class of mine you're in, the day and time our class meets. I'll get back to you usually the same day as long as you email me prior to 3 p.m. I'll always get back to you within 24 hours. Now, before you hit send, our goal is to strive to develop a positive and supportive environment and be courteous to fellow students and your instructor. Due to the nature of online environment, there are some things to remember. Always think before you write. Keep your email relevant, use appropriate grammar and structure, and treat people the same as you would face-to-face. Take a moment after you've written your email and reread it, and take a moment to think about how that email is going to be perceived by the reader. Okay? If you fail to do any of these things when you write your email, I may very well return the email to you, ask you to readdress me properly before I respond to your question. Okay? So please make sure your emails are appropriate. Now, each student is responsible for getting their microphone and speakers in working order. Our tech department will gladly help you if you run into a problem, so please call 888-PA-CYBER if your microphone or speaker gets broken. Okay? You cannot use the fact that your mic is broken as an excuse for not participating. Lastly, breakout rooms are to be used to complete group assignments and to learn from each other. You must show your peers the same respect you would expect to be given to you. Failure to participate or displaying disruptive behavior will lead to disciplinary action. Okay? So that was it for our classroom's policies and procedures. If you have any questions, please let me know. I look forward to a great year.